Hello, viewers. I represent the Great Sand Dunes National Park. Our park is full of wonders that you will only find here. This park is an interesting combination of animals, plants, and other landforms. Sadly, the government has slashed funding for our national parks, and we need you to help protect the wonders found here. But before we can tell you about the wonders found here, let's introduce you to the water you can find in this park, as well as the water cycle here.
Hi, I'm Rainy the Rain Cloud. So, can you find water in a desert like this? Of course you can. There is water and animals and plants all around here. There is even a river here. There is also a water cycle. Let's see how it works. The water cycle in the Great Sand Dunes starts when water evaporates from the Medano Creek. Evaporation is the process in which liquid changes into a gas. This water turns into water vapor. Next, the water vapor goes through a process called condensation. Condensation is when water vapor cools down in a process named precipitation. This is when water falls back to the earth as rain, sleet, or snow. Then the water cycle starts all over again. Now let's talk about how water shapes two landforms in this park. The first landform here is the beaches along the Medano Creek. The beaches were formed by water from the river eroding sediment and then depositing it. The buildup of sediment created land, which became a beach. The second landform here is the white sand beaches. It was created when the seasonal ponds evaporate, bringing salt water into the air. This settles to form the white beaches.
Now that we introduced you to the water cycle in the park, let's explore some of the amazing animals that can be found here.
The first animal we will talk about is found in this park is the American peacock. The American peacock is related to the rabbit, and it is an endangered species due to global warming. Next, we'll talk about the beaver. Beavers aren't native to this park, but occasionally one will wander across the sand from their usual habitat, disappearing into a new pond or stream. On the subject of animals, let's talk about the cutthroat chow. The cutthroat chow is an endangered species, which is protected by the park. They only occupy 50% of their range. The Medano Creek serves as a refuge for this fish because it is a closed system where other species can't enter.
Sploosh, splash, splash, splash.
We only have two more animals left to talk about. The first one is the white-tailed ptarmigan. The bird is primarily walks instead of flying and lives on the ground. You can find it in the alpine regions of the park. People have lived in this area for over 11,000 years. The first people that arrived were nomadic hunters. They hunted mammoths and prehistoric bison that lived in the region. In 1694, Don Diego de Vargas became the first European to enter this area. Then, in 1807, Zebulon Pike explored this area and recorded it in his journals.
Thank you, park guide. Now I'm going to explain a bit about rocks in the park. This park is made entirely of rocks. Most here are sedimentary because these are sand dunes, and sand is made of sedimentary rocks. However, where the mountains are, there are metamorphic rocks.